It's so precious. It makes me want to cry when I look at it. It's just so beautiful. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy, and in my channel I talk about plants and my life and journey with my plants. And happy Valentine's. What did I say? Happy twice? Happy belated Valentine's Day to you guys. I hope you guys all had a wonderful day and enjoy the love in the air. Today is actually Jordan and I's 10-year anniversary, not our wedding anniversary, but just like how long we've been together. So this has been like a love-filled week for me. I asked some of you guys if you would like to see a video of plants that I find to be really romantic, and a lot of you said yes, you will definitely love to see it. And yeah, I'm really excited to showcase these plants. I feel like one of the reasons why I love plants so much is because of how different they are, and they have such a strong energy they carry with their different characteristics. Some plants I find to be like very handsome, very strong, and very dignified, like say cacti. And some plants I find to be very romantic. I feel myself really drawn to many different kinds of plants, and I feel like when I visit with them, I could really like tap into those characteristics, and those parts of myself really like show up and resonate with that energy. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. To share a little like interesting story with you guys. A year ago, when my father-in-law was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, I really didn't know what I could do at the time other than sending him my love and support. But there was also one thing that I did. This is kind of hard to say, but anyway, so like at that time, I just didn't know what to do. So I actually opened up my grow tent, and I think it was spring at the time, so like a lot of things were growing. And then I just like meditated in front of the grow tent, and I tried to take in all that like growing and healing energy from the plants. I imagined sending all that love and health toward my father-in-law. And I really believe in the power of prayer, and I feel really grateful to be like surrounded with like all these plants and their presence and energy. So it seems like a little bit sidetracked, but I just kind of want to highlight how much I feel like the energy the plants carry impact as me. And I think a lot of the plant lovers in this community could probably relate to what I'm saying. Anyways, so today is Jordan and I's 10th year anniversary. I kind of just wanted to like say a couple of really romantic things that he does for me. Have you guys read the book of like the love language? I feel like in the past decade of us being together, we have both learned and evolved to like express love the way the other person would appreciate, but also to feel the love that the other person is expressing through their own ways. So in the love language, let me see if I could remember it correctly. There is physical touch is one of the ways of receiving and giving love. Physical touch, quality time, acts of service, words of appreciation, or like, is that one of them? And then there's another one. I guess what I want to say is like Jordan's main way of receiving and giving love is like through acts of service. And throughout the years, I have really learned to appreciate that and see that as him loving me. One of the things that I just wanted to really like commend him, we have like a cat and a dog, and he never ever lets me pick up the dog's poo when we go on walks, and he always cleans the cat's litter box, and I never have to worry about it. he's just like, he'll always say that he'll take care of it, and he just won't let me do it. And then another thing that I really appreciate of him is that whenever I would need reassurance, I'll go to him and I will ask him, do you love me? And he never ever gets annoyed with me asking him that. And his answer is always so much. And that really always puts me at ease. And yeah, so those are 2 things I wanted to share with you about my Valentine. Anyways, that's enough gabbing. Let's just get into the plants that I find to be really romantic. And there are different qualities about them that I find to be very romantic. And some of them is for their colors, some of them is for their trailing habits, and some of them is for like their shapes. So let's just get started. Okay, the very first one I want to highlight, and I think it's very fitting, is this AGLAONEMA Valentine. I really, really adore how pink she is, the way she blushes. And yeah, I just think pink is one of the most romantic colors. Pink and like this light coral. I love light coral. My wedding bouquet was a light coral color. I'll see if I could find a picture and insert it in the video. But yeah, I just think this is such a beautiful color and an adorable romantic plant, and like lives up to its amazing, beautiful name. So that's the first one I want to highlight. And that one is a really quite easy to find plant, very accessible in the market. The second one I want to highlight is actually, I think this plant has this, is it layman name of love plant, and that is the OXALIS. I really, really love how whimsical it is. Doesn't it just kind of look like lots of little like windmills and wings? Yeah, it just looks like something that could take off in the air. It looks like butterfly. This plant, I find that it requires pretty high light and it gets really thirsty very quickly. But it also has these little pale purple little bell-shaped flowers. So overall, it's just such a romantic plant. The bigger leaf ones I got from my stepmom, her backyard. So the corms had like these purple leaves, but also comes with some green ones. I kind of like the mixture. But then the other one spring, I think, I also saw this little pot of smaller varieties in the garden center. So I picked up another pot and I put them together. So now in this pot, I have like the big OXALIS and a triangularis, I think, maybe, and a small one. Anyway, so that's that one. But then I also have another OXALIS that I find to be just extremely romantic, and I just want to also show you guys. This is the another type of OXALIS, but it is variegated, and the variegation and the stems are just really pink and really adorable. Can you guys see the pink in the plant? Yeah, I think this is such a cute and romantic plant. And yeah, here's the back of it. Isn't it? They just look like little cherry blossoms, the back of it. So cute. So that's the second one. We have, I think about 15 plants I'm gonna show you guys today. Today is February 15th, also our anniversary. So I kind of like try to choose 15 plants to highlight. Okay, so, and then the third one, maybe I'll just talk about this one. The big, like, philodendrons are just such a romantic genus to me. And one of them is for their big, like, heart-shaped leaves. There are so many big heart-shaped leaf philodendrons that I feel like I can never stop collecting them. I love them. And not just the big heart-shaped ones, they also have like the smaller leaf trailing heart-shaped philodendrons that are so beautiful. Today I want to highlight the lemon lime, what is it called? You know, the lime color philodendron heart leaf, and the way it trails, it's hanging in a macrame, so I don't want to take it down, but I will insert footage of it. It's just so romantic and so beautiful the way it trails. Yeah, but this is the Philodendron Nangaritense. Sorry, I should have talked about this one first. I chose this one to bring because this is a newer leaf and she's just so perfect and shiny. And when she first emerges, she's actually like this really beautiful pink color. That's why I chose a pink pot for it, because it just looks so beautiful that way. But yeah, so definitely, oh my God, the philodendron, heartleaf philodendrons are just so romantic and so beautiful. And then the next category I wanted to highlight is actually Hoyas. And I kind of want to say something about Hoyas. I feel like the reason why I am so in love with Hoyas is because it does carry that really romantic quality. Like, it has beautiful foliage, it blooms very beautifully, and it trails really beautifully, like all these really romantic qualities to them. But then it's also balanced with like succulent leaves and really like woody trailing stems that make them strong as well. So I find that Hoya is very unique in a way that it's a very balance of like yin and yang, feminine and masculine. And yeah, I feel like maybe that's one of the reasons why so many of us are so drawn to it. It just has such a unique balance of energy within that plant. And the Hoyas that I brought with me today to show you, the first one I wanted to show you is this is one of the newer ones that I have, the Hoya linearis. Yeah, she's like so willowy, the way she trails, and she's fuzzy. I definitely think she's just such a romantic plant. And a lot of people, like when they have like a big trailing pot, they would like pretend that it's their hair. And yeah, I think it looks so beautiful. I feel like if you're a green plant, like a real plant goddess, maybe that's what the hair will look like. Just so pretty. Another one, she's over here on the other side of the table. I brought 3 Hoyas. And this is my Hoya jungle, PUBICALYX jungle garden. And I love the way she trails. And I love those like plump leaves. They kind of look like little plump hearts. It's so pretty, and she is getting ready to bloom. Anyways, you see what I mean. And her flowers are just so big and fragrant and just beautiful. And the way she blushes is just so pretty. Yeah, so this is another one that I find to be a very romantic Hoya. I wasn't gonna bring this one, but then when I look at it, I just think I must. This is my Hoya Huschkeliana variegata. And this is, I gave her root rot once again, and she has again rerooted. I don't know when I'll ever get to like grow this plant well. Anyways, this is the plant. But can you see why I think she's so romantic? Look at all those like different little colors. And it looks like watercolor. There's red, there's green, there's yellow. And then the leaf shape is just like this like kind of oval with a little pointy top. Yeah, it looks like a little just beautiful color palette with so many romantic colors. Yeah, I think this color, the coloring on this plant could just make such a beautiful dress. Just this like dash of red on the rim. Yeah, so pretty. Anyways, so that's that one. And then I also want to show you, you guys have just seen, you guys have just recently seen this one, but I think it's such a romantic plant, so I just wanted to highlight it again, the CALATHEA White Fusion. It just looks like a watercolor painting, and the little like purple in the back side of this plant, look at that. Isn't that one of the most romantic colors? So pretty. It's like a dream. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie What Dreams May Come, I think, by Robin Williams. He like enters, I think, heaven, and it was just like it was like he walks into a painting. He's like living in a painting in heaven. And I kind of feel like this is what heaven's like coloring and strokes will look like. Just feathery, beautiful. Yeah. Anyway, so that's that Calathea. Another Calathea that I find to be very romantic is this Calathea vaginata. I just love that touch of blush in her leaves. And like, look at the back side of her. She's just all pink in the back. Yeah, some of the leaves are so pink when they emerge. I actually don't really know what gives them pink leaves and what makes the leaves to come out more like silvery like this. If you guys know, please let me know. It could be a wedding bouquet, how beautiful it is. Yeah, speaking of wedding bouquet, this dress that I'm wearing, I actually wore it the day of my wedding, like after I took off my very like big, uncomfortable wedding dress. I was wearing this little dress for the rest of the evening, which was not very long because Wolfie was already 1 and we were exhausted that day. Anyway, so okay, and the next group of plants I want to show you guys, again, like I was showing you guys this plant in my last video, but I really want to show you again this orchid. The group of orchids, I think orchid flowers are so romantic. So this is a Phalaenopsis schilleriana, and she really does have such a beautiful rosy fragrance. So right now she lives in the Exoterra, and in the morning when I open the Exoterra, it just like the rose smell just like permeates the entire tank, and it's really, really lovely. But yeah, it's such a pretty plant. So that's that one. And then another orchid I want to show you is this one. This is the variegated Phalaenopsis called Sogo Vivian, super variegated. And she's been working on these buds for a while now, and this morning she has bloomed. It's not focusing. I really think I need to move this plant. Sorry, guys. There you go. That's the bloom. I like to choose orchids with variegated leaves because for a lot of the year they're not in bloom, and variegated leaves just like really something very interesting to look at as they prepare for their next bloom. Yeah, I really appreciate that about these two orchids. They are just so beautiful. I love them. Okay, so that's the couple of orchids that I wanted to show you. I think a lot of begonias are very romantic, but especially the like angel wing begonias. And I don't have a lot of them because I mentioned to you guys before that my begonias like always get attacked by powdery mildew, so I don't really keep a lot of them other than in a tank or a cabinet. But this one I have kept for a really long time, and it's quite resilient. She's not looking her best right now. She could be a lot fuller, but this is the begonia snow-capped that I got from my friend Juvie. There you go. I think the angel wing shape is so pretty. It does look like little angels, like ready to take flight. And then the back of these leaves also has that really little pink color. And then when you look at these leaves, if they're like backlit, so the front would also look quite pink because of the back. And I really like that about these guys. Anyways, that's the best I can do here. So pretty. All right. And then let's see, the next group of plants. Oh, the next plant I want to highlight is this. You also saw this plant in my recent plant haul video, but I think she is just the most romantic plant. This is the Dioscorea discolor, and this was the new leaf that you guys saw, and she's so much bigger now. And this plant is just has like expresses itself in so many different ways. I could see like so many different colors coming from it. See, like this one is darker and it almost has a little bit of like kind of dark green in the variegation. But then the back of these plants are kind of purple, but I've seen also in photos that it could express itself to be really pink. And this leaf is quite pink. Yeah, I think this is so pretty. The shape is so pretty. It's so romantic. And the way it vines is really beautiful too. And I love that it's a very fast grower. So like, remember when I first got this plant, it was only this one leaf and it's already put out like 1, 2, 3 leaves. And then on here, it has a new leaf coming. And then in the cup, you can also see, can you see like right here, another leaf is working its way out of the pot. Yeah, I am very impressed by this lovely plant. All right, okay, so 2 more plants left to show you guys. One of them, actually, I have a small one here to show you, but then I also have a bigger one in the grow tent, and I will bring you guys in the grow tent to show you guys. It was a present from Jordan. We originally weren't gonna give each other any gifts because we're gonna be spending so much money on our Costa Rica trip, but I still got him a puzzle, and when he found out, he was like, oh, he wanted to get me something too, so we went to the garden center and he bought me a plant of my choice. But that plant, I already actually had one that died on me and recently had sprouted back up. So I brought the smaller one here to show you guys, and then I'll show you the bigger one that Jordan bought for me for our anniversary. But the smaller one, actually, it's so precious. It makes me want to cry when I look at it. It's just so beautiful. There she is. Look at this guy. This is a Piper ornatum. Look at that pink. I don't know if it was, so it's not showing, expressing itself in this leaf, but there's also like quite a bit of like silver to it in the bigger plant that I'll show you guys. I'm so happy that this one came back alive. It's really like a huge surprise and such a joy to see it come back. This is actually has been a wish list plant for a really, really long time. So I got this as a cutting from a friend, but it wasn't really like rooted and it didn't adapt to my environment very well. So it quickly like went downhills, but I never gave up on this like empty pot with just the one stem. I kept it in my Exoterra, see how much space it takes. And I'm so glad that the effort paid off. There you go. I love it. Yeah, but I'll insert a footage of the plant in the grow tent. I think it looks so good on the, I plant taped it on the grid with my Hoyas as well. I don't think it needs a lot of light, so I'm keeping it at the corner of the grow tent. And like I mentioned, ever since I added the space heater into the grow tent, everything has been growing really well. And yeah, I enjoy being in the grow tent so much that I have now put a hat around the grow tent. And every time I go in, I'll put on the hat. I absolutely love having the grow tent. Yeah. All right, so what is the next plant? The last plant that I want to showcase, I actually was like, oh, I wanted to, I forgot that I didn't bring any Anthurium into the mix. So the next, actually 2 plants I wanted to show you guys belong in the Anthurium family. And the first one I want to show you is the highlight is the Anthurium CLARINERVIUM. It is the perfect like heart shape leaf. This is, I love this plant, but I have not actually been able to make it happy. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've been keeping it in the cabinet, giving it pretty good humidity, but it just has not been putting out any new leaves. The roots look pretty healthy to me. So I think I'll just have to be a little bit patient with it, but I definitely think this heart-shaped leaf and is so beautiful and so romantic, and the venation is so gorgeous. So definitely need to highlight this one. And another one that I think deserves to be highlighted is my Anthurium Crystal Hope. She's like a little chubby heart. I love this plant. She's just so gorgeous. yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite plants, and not only because it's gorgeous, but also because it's just one of the easiest plants I've ever cared for. Anthuriums especially. It's already like working on another new leaf. It's dropped a couple recently, but I find that its speed of growth is quite quick, so it never really looks like a bare plant. It's always replenishing itself. So yeah, I love this one. So pretty. Anyways, guys, those are all the romantic plants that I wanted to highlight with you guys today. I hope you guys like seeing them. They bring me so much joy. If you could, please leave in the comments if there are any particular plants that you really feel like you connect with, that really resonate with your own like essence. That's everything from me today. I hope you guys like those plants, and I look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday. Bye.